What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka Six8Jay, coming to you on this Monday. It's 6 p.m., guys. We're a little bit later in the day. I know normally we go on at about noon each and every day, but I was actually going to not stream today, just kind of take a day off, take a break. And then, hey, had some interesting conversations over the last 48 hours. And it just, it made me feel like I needed to share some of these stories. And this is not to put anyone on blast. That's not what this is about. That's not what my channel is about. But it's rather to educate and share the good and the bad so that maybe it helps those of you guys that are out there that might watch this video, those who are in the Crypto for Life family and so forth. So we'll get into all those in just a minute. For those of you guys who don't know who I am and that might catch this stream a little bit later, my name is James, aka Six8Jay. I've been in crypto since 2017. I've been documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Having a great time. We started this channel about 12 months ago. I was co-hosting before that on someone else's show. And it's been an incredible ride. Met some incredible people. Look forward to the new the 2014 XRP Las Vegas event that we're going to be having last year, or actually earlier this year. I was able to go to Las Vegas and meet some of you guys, and it's been absolutely incredible. Also, remember, nothing we talk about on this channel in the past, currently, or in the future should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. So with that being said, guys, let's get right into it. I look up and who do I see? The Crypto for Life family hanging out with me. Shane Sullivan's in the house. Crypto OG, what's up, my brother? Big Bro 10, Anthony Wanner, Miss C888 is in the house. Lower level, appreciate each and every one of you guys, and for all you guys who might catch this at a later time, we definitely appreciate you guys. Before we get into it, guys, let's look at the market. Right now, the market has been on fire. Right now, we're at a 1.55 trillion market cap. Bitcoin showing out. Bitcoin showing out. Where the bears at? Huh? Good Lord. Where's all my bears at? Guys, I'm not here to pick on bears because, to be honest with you guys, it would have been very warranted. And I don't think it would have shocked anybody if we would have had a huge pullback. Obviously we had we talked about this before, the Luna, the Celsius, and the FTX holding that went down. But guess what? Luna's back in the top 100 for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you. Obviously, Do.Kwon is no longer part of that. He's locked up, and the exchange is carried on under new management or what have you. And then also FTX, which is, the most recent. Obviously, those, everyone knows that story. And it's still continuing on with, now there's class action lawsuits against celebrities. There's all these different things going on. And Sam Bankman-Fried, recently was sentenced to a lot of years in prison. But even with all that being said, guys, what happened? Old Gary Gensler decided to come out and announce that under new management, maybe it could come out. And the thing that really bothers me with that, we didn't hear any kind of announcement with Luna coming back on board, right? I mean, it wasn't like Gary Gensler was talking about Luna, but he specifically went out and said, actually was, part of one of his speeches, maybe if there was some new leadership to run FTX, it could, run well and be okay. And it was like literally the day after he said that, it's in the top 100 again. So, hey, it is what it is. But with the fact that FTX went down, obviously we saw the crypto space take a major hit. We saw it retrace back down. Bitcoin was down to 15,000 some change. A lot of the altcoins crashed down. But this time things are a little bit different because Binance obviously pled guilty, or CZ pled guilty, should I say, the CEO of Binance. Those guilty charges was predicated off of him not doing things in an ethical manner, obviously not following protocol or regulatory, well, I can't say clarity because it's not like we have it, but, he was allowing things to happen, and because of that, there was a $4.3 billion fine. There was obviously another $50 million fine that he had to pay. He had to step down as CEO. I think it's like 3 years, but now I think the SEC and other legal entities are possibly going after CZ, with saying that, possibly there's further things that could have been done on the level of Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever, and FTX, should I say. So anyways, that's kind of, where we're at. Now, I say all that because obviously the market, and we've talked about this, the way that they approach the whole thing with CZ is, hey, we're going to fine him. He's not even in jail. It looks like they may be going after some other things with them, but this kind of gave us an understanding of what they may be doing moving forward as they look at other companies that have been questionable, Tether being one, and obviously the allegations of ETHgate and those who are trying to expose that, like Stephen Aroff and many others. So we'll see how those things play out. However, again, crypto is strong. And it was one of the things that we all talked about. Obviously there could be the things that's going on around the world, things that, we're in a recession. Could we go into a depression? Could it get worse? Could we have a black swan? Yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? I think people are starting to realize with all that FUD and all that negativity and bank runs and all these things that's going on, it's really one of the premise or one of the things that really validates the need for crypto and the fact that this is the way that the world is moving, the evolution of money, whatever you want to call it. So, crypto is not going anywhere, guys. The FUD, the fear, all that crap they're trying to do, shake people out their bags is not going to work. And there's more bullishness, I think, that people are excited about, like the Bitcoin ETFs, like the Ethereum ETFs, like the Ripple versus SEC settlement being in talks coming into 2024, Ripple IPO, and maybe even a Ripple ETF as well. So there's all this bullishness that's going on, and the fact that, guys, look, this is the first bull run of its kind, and one that comes right during the time of the halving. So we got a halving coming up, which is major. It is always major every year. If you look at the past, every time there's a halving, I mean, crypto explodes to all-time highs. And so you got that in conjunction with the bull market, in conjunction with ETFs, in conjunction with the settlement. Guys, I'll tell you guys what, I think we're in for life-changing gains. Now, with all that bullishness, someone has to, be real. And, you got all these people, when things are going bad, they're either, they're too bullish or they're bearish or whatever the case may be. But in a time where everyone's super bullish, and obviously crypto's given us a reason to have that mindset, we need to make sure that we warn people and especially those of us who've been around this game for a while that understand and have seen some major challenges in this space. We've had our highs, we've had our lows, and I always try to keep it 100, guys. I always try to keep it real. I've never been a guy who tries to overly pump or overly, I get excited like everyone else because this is an exciting opportunity. To me, it's as exciting as when I signed my pro basketball contract, or exciting when I got my first opened up my first business, or had my first $100,000 month, or whatever that thing is for you. It's just that special, and this is very special, not only because of what it does for me, but what I know that it's going to do for the people that I love and care about, and even looking at you guys, what I know it's going to do for you and the people that you love and care about, and that's what makes this so special. It's like when you know that everybody that's in your circle, everybody that's part of the Crypto for Life family, we all have what we call a crypto lottery ticket, and how you play those numbers and how you, follow or have a plan and follow a system is going to determine whether or not you're going to have success in this space. So I want to get into some things, but before I do, let's talk about the market. Obviously, you guys can tell in my tone, I'm not overly hyped right now. I'm not overly excited. I don't even know if I'm going to play Tell Song today, because I typically play Tell Song, but my heart was really heavy from some phone calls that I got from some people that are just in some really unfortunate situations. We're going to talk about those things. So before I do, let me shout out to a couple more family members. We got Carmichael that came in the house. We've got Bullish Kenny G, Big Watch Dude, Beekeeper 69, Crypto OG. My brother Mike Owens is in the house. Janelle's World. What's up, Janelle's World? Welcome, sis. Welcome to the stream. We appreciate you in a major way. Thank you for all your support. What else we got going? Always one away. My brother. What's up, my man? How you doing? Laura Love's in the house. Marvin Davis is in the house. I think I saw Jose Velasquez. What's up, Jose? So, guys, we're going to get right into this. Anybody else that I missed? Anthony Wanner's in the house. Anthony XRP Wanner. That just goes to show you that dude's bullish on XRP. Big Bro 10, Shane Sullivan. I think I got everybody right. Okay, let's get right into it, guys. Let's get right into it. Bitcoin, $41,679. We got Ethereum at $2,228. I'm telling you, everybody keeps talking about Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin does explode to some of these high numbers, where do you think Ethereum's going to go? We'll see. I know it's got some ETHgate things going on, but I don't think that's going to hurt Ethereum for the most part. Look at BNB. It's still moving up. BNB 231 right now. We got XRP at 61.87. XRP, I think earlier I saw it at like 63 cents. Solana right now, is not bashful at all, holding that $60.34 mark. Did anybody get Solana when it fell down to 850, huh? With the whole FTX thing, I was screaming out, 850, are you crazy? I'm buying some, guys. That's not financial advice. I'm just telling you my crazy, but what I did. Cardano right now is at 40 cents. We got Dogecoin, that old crazy dog, flirting with the 9-cent mark right now. We got TRX at 10 cents. Sound like my wife has just walked in the house because my dog's going crazy. You guys excuse the barks. Chainlink is at 15.71. We got AVAX at 22.89, up 13% over the last 7 days. Good Lord. Matic is at 80 cents. Polkadot coming in at 5.63. We got Shiba at 5 zeros and a 8, 9. Might as well say 5 zeros and a 9. Good Lord, Shiba's moving just like that Dogecoin. Those dogs, who let the dogs out? Anyways, let me stop. Atom right now is at 9.66. We got Uniswap at 6.13. OKB coming in at 58.45. Stellar. Is that? I think XLM is related to Ripple, not really, or XRP. When it moves, just like that. Let me stop. CAS is right now at 14 cents, up 10.96 over the last week, just a tad bit. Up over the last 24 hours. We've got Kronos. Crow, if you didn't know, is at 9.5 cents. Near, let's make it clear, at 227. ICP at 502, up 12% over the last 7 days. We got Filecoin. Good Lord, 468. HBAR coming in at 6 cents. APT 756. We've got VChain. If you ain't bullish on VChain, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. That's not financial advice, just my crazy old opinion. It's at 2 cents right now. Get to 3, and it might set you free. Let me stop. STX right now is at 114. That's typically what we play with Tail Song. Just don't know if we're going to be playing that today. It's possible because I want you guys to just, really hear where my heart's coming from today. Optimism. I got a whole lot of it for each and every one of you guys and for myself and for this market. Optimism. That's how we feel as well when we see the SEC versus Ripple 0-3. Ripple's 3-0. We got a whole lot of optimism. Ain't nobody worried about no SEC. Let me stop. FTT right now. Who in the hell got that back on the map? 28% over the last 7 days. I think his name is Gary Gonzo Ginzer. Huckster, Froster, Trickster. He mentioned it. It got back on the top 100. Figure that one out. I don't know. It's at 458. Avi right now is at 98.46. We got D.A.N.G at 16.55. GRT, top 10 AI coin. All you got to do is Google it. It's at 15 cents almost. We got Arbitrum, layer 2, just like Optimism. Hasn't seen a bull market yet, 108. We've got RNDR right now at 362, and that's also one of the top 10 AI coins for that matter. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know why. I have no idea why, but Lunk has been on fire. Good Lord. Lunk on fire. 131. 131% over the last 7 days. Who in the hell? What is going on? The Lunk community's got to be excited. Holy cannoli. I mean, if you just look back like 30 days ago, this thing had like 4 zeros and something. 4 zeros and an 8. Now it's at 3 zeros and a 2. Somebody got paid. Not me. EGLD, that's the coin that was formerly known as EGLD. We call it Multiverse X right now. It's at $50.32, up 16% over the last week. TIA at 48%. I got to call my auntie every time I look at that. TIA, hey, me-o. Let me stop. QNT right now is at $100. Algo coming in at 15 cents. Flow, if you didn't know, here we go. It's at 78 cents. Theta, just like Kappa Sigma, let me stop. It's at 113. We've got Ordi has been on fire. 100. Oh my goodness. If any of you guys got Ordi, I'm just saying you might wanna. Oh God. Here's a little music while I try to see who's calling me while I'm on stream right here. I wasn't gonna play no tell, but you know what? Why not?
Hey, look, 4 years and it's still no cheers. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is in illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon in?
I don't know how I'll be home all day. Nobody calls me, and as soon as I go live, I don't know if they got like ESPA or something like that. Like, hey, let's bother Jay when he's live. My boy Jay. Oh my goodness, I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's see here, guys. Let's keep it going. Sorry about that. Phone ringing on the live. That's bad. Ordi has been on fire. Hey, guys, for those of you guys who got Ordi, congratulations. IOTA is at 32 cents right now. We've got Sandbox at 44 cents, up 10% over the last week. Phantom at 32 cents. Mana. So it looks like those Decentraland coins are doing okay. I'm sorry, Metaverse coins, Decentraland coins. Metaverse coins at 46 cents. Neo, because of you. Let me stop. It's at 11.87. XCZ, the OG, is at 86 cents. Galo will make you holler. It's almost at 3 cents. We've got, let's see, XDC. Will set you free. Maybe not right now, but in the future. A lot of promising things going on with XDC right now. It's at 5 cents. My 10-year-old daughter asked me if we are watching 6.8Jay today. What's up, little mama? What's her name, Mike? I give her a holler. Shouts out to my brother Mike and my niece, Mike's daughter. Hey sis, 10-year-old. That's my little niece. See, y'all don't know. Mike is like my god brother. So my god niece. What's up, sis? How you doing? Luna right now is at 117. Who in the heck got that thing going? I have no idea. Luna? Well, I mean, I just understand how the two exchanges CEOs both are in prison, but the coins are still going. Oh Lord, you got to pray for those guys. Sue. Huh? That's what Gary Gensler likes to do, but nobody cares about it right now. It's at 62 cents. We've got Blur coming on the scene. Hey, Blur, top 100, 82 to be exact, 53 cents. Good Lord. Cake, 237. Cake, up 9% over last week. We got SEI up 24% over last week. It's at 27 cents right now. ApeCoin, that old crazy monkey. What is it, like Donkey Kong or something? I don't know. Don't got no game, but it's at 160 in the top 100. Pepe, like Pepe Le Pew. Remember that little skunk used to go on? I love you. I love you. Remember that little, used to go out there and the cat, remember like, it was like the little skunk when we were, that kind of shows our age. It was when I was a little kid and it would like bounce around and after the black cat, like, I love you. How are you? Let me stop. Good Lord. Pepe, Jalen, and my man Mike Collins was telling me, James, don't sleep on Beam. Huh? Don't sleep on those high beams. Let me stop. It's at over 38% right now over the last week. That's crazy. Go, Hannah. Go, Hannah. It's your birthday. I don't know if it's your birthday or not, but how you doing, sweetheart? Your dad's one of my best boys. That's right. Ain't that right, Shane Sullivan? Carmichael. Uh-oh, hit the wrong button. Let's keep it going. All right, guys, let's get right into it.
Bakersfield Mobile.
What? My phone is talking. Carmen Bakersfield Mobile. What the heck is going on? Everybody's calling me out of the blue, and how is that? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Please send. Okay. What? Sorry, guys. Okay, well, I guess me saying I'm live today, still texting me. Good Lord. All right, guys, sorry about that. I got text messages and phone calls coming. I'm like, what's going on? All right, guys, let's do a refresh on this. Let's start this thing. I'm getting all sidetracked, so my mind's getting off subject here. You don't chase success. You hone your skills. Success follows your efforts. Oh, those are bars right there. Guys, today the topic is going to be D.A.N.G. D.A.N.G. What is D.A.N.G? Well, D.A.N.G is for people that are not really associated with our Crypto for Life family. These are people that I came up with around crypto. Could be family, could be friends, but I can tell you that none of these guys are in our group. But these are guys that have reached out to me, and I try to be like big bro to them. And sometimes people don't listen, and so it's the story of four people. Could be guys, could be girls actually, because one of them is not a guy. Who lost everything in crypto. And we're going to talk about that, not because I'm trying to tell people's business, which is very, and again, guys, I know there's a lot going on with crypto. I know we could sit here and talk about Bitcoin, the pump and what's going on and what coin. And if you guys want that, guys, I'm going to ask you to, you can promote that in the stream, but I'm not going to talk too much about the market and bullishness and bearishness and what I think and this and that. This is more of a lesson. And just sharing stories that may help you guys on your journey and just really get you guys to understand what to prepare for, as you continue your journey in this crazy market, which is a beautiful thing if you follow a system, if you have a plan, and you don't try to be greedy, and you follow the system. And I'm going to talk about those things right now. So before I do, let's get into a couple other things. I'm going to go back to that right now, but I want to just cover a couple other things in the X real quick. Ripple's got a lot of stuff going on right here, guys. They're talking about Africa and some of the things that they got going with banking right now. Make sure you guys check this out. We obviously see some coins right now that are pumping. That's amazing. Guys, I'm gonna say it like this. Let me just get into the stories, because the stories themselves are gonna take some time. So if you guys want to know anything else that's going on with the X and some with X or Twitter, some of the things that I've reposted, I'm just gonna tell you guys that on your own time, go down and read. I did a lot of great reposts. There's some great videos with Brad Garlandhouse. There's some great stories of how they looked at Bitcoin back in the day and all that. But I don't want to really get into it, because what really made me do this stream after missing this today, and I purposely missed today because I was just going to take a break and recoup and just take the, what's up, Will K? Will K's in the house. What's up, Will K? So let me just stick to the four stories here, guys. So I got into crypto in 2017, as a lot of you guys know. What's up, Bullish Big D? CK's in the house. And I started off as a trader. And in that during that time, I met a lot of incredible people in my trading group. And that's where as a matter of fact, most of all these people came from that my trading days. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each story. And I hope that this is not something you guys look at. Oh, 6.8Jay is telling people no, because you don't know their names, you don't even know who they are. But I hope that you can learn something from their stories and mishaps in this space. Now, no one's perfect. We've all had our ups and downs. I've made mistakes in this industry, which is what allowed me to come up with my 70-20-10. What is this right here? What is this? Why is this showing? Promote what? Why is this showing here? Okay, sorry about that. I had to learn the hard way. I got in this space with a trading mindset. I took courses. What's up, Big Watch Dude? I took courses, and I was a trader straight out the gate. Now, my first experience when I first got in 2017, I was ignorant. I didn't know a whole lot. I was overly excited, and I remember I sold. I had some different cards. Let me tell my story before I get into D.A.N.G, which is the 4 people. My story is I got into this thing just so you understand that this could happen to anybody. I got in. I had a Hummer, probably one of the nicest Hummers you've ever seen, and I bought it off of a music producer. And I remember people saying, "Man, this is one of the cleanest Hummers." It was all fixed up. I had everything, all the bells and whistles. It was a full package. TVs, beat, oversized chrome. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And I sold that because I was excited about crypto, and I said I'm gonna use this money because it was an extra vehicle. So I'm gonna use this money to get in crypto. I put all that into crypto, and this is back, if you guys remember, in 2017 when Bitcoin was actually going up, and it got up to like 19,000 something. So it started coming down, and I was buying what I had learned really quickly was the dip. So I was buying the dip, and I started buying from when it hit 19. I was buying. I think my first initial investment in was like 16, and it was kind of dropping pretty good. So I think I got like 14, and I think I bought all the way down to like 10 or something like that, right? And lo and behold, something called I never got my gains back. I mean, I never got the market never went back up, and it actually crashed. And me not understanding anything, lost a lot of money, didn't stick with it, was very irritable. This is why when you guys always tell me, you always hear me talk about emotions. I'm not preaching from the mountaintop about things that I read. I'm talking to you guys about things that I've actually done. Right. I didn't control my emotions. I was trying to, dollar cost average without a clue. So my first problem is that I didn't do enough research. I just saw this shiny thing called Bitcoin. I was excited like so many people. I watched a couple videos, and I made a horrific mistake. And so I took a major loss, and I just freaked out. I let my emotions get the best of me. And that's why, and I'm telling you guys all this, not that I have to tell you this, that's why I have the 70-20-10 dollar cost average. It's also what helped me come up with the 25-25-50. Now, this wasn't just that moment. It was over time of being in this industry, learning how to take profit. And that's why I came up with my five rules early on, which is have a strategic plan, and not just a plan, but a strategic plan that can always be altered, based off of where things are going. Number 2, it was very important for me that I had to learn how to do my own research. I was one of those guys that would jumping on YouTube, looking at influencers, watching people show all these different coins, and I was subjected. I allowed myself to be subjected to all that nonsense. And then the biggest thing, number 3, which is why I took that initial loss in 2017, was emotions. I didn't know how to control my emotions. I think I told you guys I got into a trade. It was a certain trade that I got into, and I was all excited. I remember running out the room telling my wife, "Oh my God. I told you guys a story before. Oh my God, I'm up like $200-something thousand. It was in a particular trade. My kids came down screaming. We were all hugging each other, and this was right. Actually, this was right before the bull market. This is before the bull market in 2021. This is way before that, and way before that actually. And I got into this trade, and the problem is that it went up, but it also came crashing down. And the funny thing about it is, because I didn't understand it, I was still in the learning phase of trading. It came down. I freaked out. I sold just a little bit over what I bought it for, and then it mooned. And then I watched that coin go from a $200-something thousand profit to a opportunity that I missed out on, which would have been $1.6 million. So I freaked out. I jumped out. It retraced 150 grand. I still was profitable, but then because I didn't understand dollar cost averaging. I didn't understand, hodling I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan, and my emotions were high. I literally felt sick. I mean, I remember being in bed just feeling sick to my stomach. And then not only sick because of how I did that trade, again, didn't have a plan, didn't do enough research, didn't control my emotions, all the rules that and then I didn't know how to take profit. I wasn't really good at that as well either. And then, and that's how I learned the 5 things that I was talking about. Strategic plan, do your research, control your emotions, learn how to take profit, and don't fall in love with any project. This is about making money. And so a lot of times I talk to you guys about this stuff. And now since then I've gone on to create, and my wife is here. She can tell you, don't forget, like and hit that subscribe. Thank you so much, beautiful lady. She can tell you, she was there hugging me, and she was there, bringing me hot cocoa when I was in bed, sucking my thumb like a little baby because I was sick, because that $200,000 retraced 150 grand. But we went on to create an amazing story in crypto thereafter. But it took me getting better. It took me learning from my mistakes. They always say adversity makes or breaks you. Well, I tell you what, that was some hell of a adversity at that time. And most people probably would have, gave up. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. In 17, there was a moment from 17 till I jumped back into crypto. I took a break. I didn't want to look at crypto. I was pissed. But what I realized is I was pissed at my own ignorance, right? And I had to get better. And so that's how I came up with these 5 steps. I didn't get this off someone else's YouTube. The strategic plan, do your own research, control your emotions, learn how to take profit, and don't fall in love with a project. That came from my pain. The 70, 20, $10 cost average came from my pain. Being a great student came from my pain. All those things came from the 20, 25, 25, 50 came from my pain. Watching, just like many others, millions of dollars being on the table and not taking enough off the table. So everything that I talk to you guys about is all a learning lesson of when I was doing my journey in this opportunity. So, and I don't know about you guys, but whenever I always say my greatest teachers in life, the people that I learn the most from, are people who went through things. I don't want to follow someone and be a part of, even when I was coming up as a speaker, I couldn't connect to people who just, sound like they were perfect and never went through anything. How are you going to tell me about marriage if you never had, it's like going to your Uncle Bob who's been divorced 15 times and you ask him about marital advice. That's probably a bad idea, right? Or you go talk to someone about how to be successful, but, they're barely getting by, so most of my lessons in life came from people who have had, like a lot of millionaire friends of mine, a lot of mentors of mine who always said, James, I fell down 2 or 3 times before I actually made it. And those are the people who taught me the most. Through their pain and through their guidance, I was able to hone certain skill sets that allowed me to be successful throughout my life, and even in crypto. But even with that, I had to learn, because no one that I knew personally was really into crypto like that. So that's probably why I made a lot of the mistakes that I made, which made me better. Okay, so now that I've told my story, let me get into these guys' story here. D.A.N.G. Now, I'm gonna start with D. D is a person who I got a lot of love for, a lot of respect for, this person, unfortunately, was getting into things and to projects that were very, I wouldn't say sketchy, but they were high risk. And a lot of us had got into a lot of these projects back in the day. Some of these projects were staking. Some of these projects were nodes. Some of these projects were, it was just different projects that were going on. And a lot of us didn't know any better, right? I mean, we got in, and I'm not saying these were horrible projects or anything, but these projects, some of them are not even around. Some of them are still around. Some of them are not. But you learn your lesson, right? You get me the first time, shame on you, and if I allow you to get me a second time, then shame on me. And what happened is a lot of us took a big hit, in some of those things. And this particular person here took a massive hit. And what happens is when you take a hit, and this is what I always tell people, if you've ever been into a staking project, or ever been into a node project, don't be mad about what you lost, right? Because again, we're all responsible of our own investments, right? And but at the end of the day, there's ways of positioning yourself to get out of those scenarios. And so I've got family and friends that I've told, I said, look, man, if you were in anything that you lost money in, find a good project, find a good asset and invest in that asset, and that could get you. You know, when you look at stuff like, I'll give you some examples like Polkadot. Dot at one point in 2021, it got up to like $50-something. Link got up to like, I don't know, like $60. Look at where those projects were at just months ago. I think Dot got down to like $4, 4 something. Link got down to like $5 or $6, and look where they're at now, right? You got stuff like XRP that retraced all the way down to, 17 cents or 20 cents. Look where it's at now and the potential where it has to go. Look at stuff like crypto.com that got at one point was 96, 97 cents and got all the way down to 4 cents. So instead of being upset about losing money, and instead of trying to chase that money to try to get it all back quickly, why not just invest smartly when the market went down, right? Because in 2021, everyone was on a high. When that market came down, that was the opportunity to position yourself to get all your gains back in time. It's kind of like when I lost money in trading and I had to learn by taking that massive loss. Okay, you know what? Maybe I need to do my research, find the right projects, build a portfolio, have certain things I'm going to hodl long-term, short-term, medium-term, long-term, and then also have a plan to take profit along the way. And that'll get you everything you've ever lost and then some, right? And so I was giving this person that advice, but this person was trying to get everything back quickly. And what happens is in the first person, which initials D, and guys, it could be a guy or girl, I'm not going to tell, but I can tell you this person is not part of the Crypto for Life family. This person was trying to get all the gains back quickly. And when those projects went down, that person lost a lot of money. Now, he had other crypto. So then what this person did, and I said, obviously he took some of those assets that he cashed them all out and then start betting big on trading and on some other projects that were very, very high risk. And this was against, my advice. I talked to this person. I got a lot of love for this person. And I even, we even got on some calls with some other people, and I told this person, look, this is not the best move in the world. I don't think this is smart. This person went out and he was spending money that he didn't have. This person was out borrow money, let's just put it that way, and trying to come back fast, was trying to figure out how to get that money back quick, everything that he lost. And this person was doing these things unbeknownst to his significant other. And what that caused is it caused them to lose literally everything. This person here not too long ago, over the last few days, reached out to me and is just devastated. I mean, just utmost devastated. And this person has asked to borrow money. He asked to borrow money to try to reinvest into the market and things like that. And I was like, look, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I can't risk what I have, based off of the decisions that you're making. And so the point of that story, guys, is if you're down, don't go trying to chase your losses. That's one of the quickest ways to lose everything that you have. And this person thought that they could do that. They even went out and started borrowing money and doing all these different things to try to get themselves back right, and just put themselves in such a big hole that they lost everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking about homes and just everything. And so that's a story that I hope that you guys understand. There's not telling on anyone. There's not telling anyone's business, but just understand you cannot go chasing bad decisions. If you make a bad decision, try to get better, learn from those mistakes, and then try to take advice when people are trying to give you positive advice. This person is probably one of the most stubborn people I know. Everything that they were saying, they felt was right. And no matter what I was saying, they didn't take heed to that, and it put them in that particular situation. So, the lesson from the first person, guys, is, if you make a mistake, if you take a loss, don't try to go back and recover that by borrow money and going Hail Mary on projects or opportunities, because you can lose big, and that person did exactly that. The next person, A, is a person who I became very close with as well. This person was a trader. This person was doing a lot of that leveraging stuff, a lot of leveraging, a lot of this, a lot of that. I mean, and I'm like, look, it sounds good, but just as much as you can make a lot of money, you can also lose a lot of money. And one moment, it was always up and down. One minute they were doing great, next minute they were doing not so great. And it got to the point where this person had a couple houses. It got so bad that he started taking out loans on his house until he finally sold the first house. Oh no, I'm sorry. He sold the what they had, I think, was a rental house. Sold that, put that into the market, lost that. Start taking out equity out of his home until he was forced to sell that, and then he lost his second home. And the last time I talked to that person, I believe they were like in a mobile home or something. And so that person's story was the guy was actually an incredible charter, an incredible TA guy. But you guys got to understand, one of the things I always tell you guys, for people getting here and say, well, TA and MA and market analysis, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, oh, that's good. But you guys got to understand that a lot of that stuff is predicated off of, if things are going a certain way, you might see like a head and shoulder, you might see, a W formation. There's just all these different things that you see. Oh, it's getting ready to break out of the out of the ascending triangle. All these different things. But what happens when you're in TA and COVID hits? Doesn't COVID invalidate that TA? Doesn't a war breaking out somewhere invalidate that TA? Doesn't all of a sudden there's an announcement that there's going to be a recession or depression or a black swan? Wouldn't that so? And so what happened is this person kept getting liquidated. I mean, majorly liquidated until they lost everything. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's hard to tell someone that you care about no. But the reason, even with the first person, that I had to say no to is because when you warn somebody not to do something, and this is after me learning and them seeing my success in crypto by trials and error, and it's hard to say yes to someone when you're trying to warn them throughout the process and they keep doing it. They say, man, you don't get it. And then they lose everything and they come to you looking for some type of bailout. And I'm like, look, man, I tried to tell you back when you had it all, right? And the same thing with it got to the point where this guy was dealing with some major money, probably more money than the average person has, because he was doing good at some point. Then he was selling houses. Next thing you know, he called me up. He had 50, 60,000. Lose that, come back, sell another house, have 100,000. I'm gonna do this and that. And then it got to the point where out of all that money, I'm thinking at least a couple $100,000 that I know of that he blew through. The guy was calling me trying to get $500 and just to try to enter another trade. It almost became almost like a drug, like you're talking to a druggie. It was just trying to get anything they could to get back into another trade. And again, guys, I'm not saying this to tell people's business because you guys don't know any of these people. I'm saying this because I want you guys to learn. I don't want you guys. It's kind of like, and I'm not anyone's dad here, or I'm just Big Bro J, 6.8Jay. But if you were my, and you are my family, but if you were like my little brother and sister, or big brother and sister, I would tell you this out of love and just say, look, please don't make these mistakes. Please. And that's what I was doing to both of these guys, actually, pleading with them not to continue to make the stupid mistakes that they were making. The next person is a person that over-leveraged themselves. And this person I met in trading as well, and had a great job. But for whatever reason, everything that he had saved up, everything he put into crypto. He over-leveraged himself. And I guess he thought that if things got hard, he could always trade his way to profit and pay bills and do all these things. And he was using, I won't get through how he was doing that, but, and then a time came where he lost his job. And he started trying to trade to live. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's nothing worse than trying to trade with pressure. Like it's one thing to trade and it's extra money, right? They always say never invest more than you can lose, or only a percentage of your overall worth. But when you've got everything in crypto, and here's this particular guy's story is he actually made it through the bull run in 2021. The problem is greed. And this, I could tell you right now, this person had got up to, probably close to a millionaire. And when everything retraced, came all the way back down to a little of nothing, compared to where he was at. And I can tell you right now, I'm sorry, guys. I got people still texting me. Like, I just don't understand this. Like, let's see here, guys. I'm sorry. And I wouldn't even mess it, but it's like, it's okay, I don't know who this is. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. I don't know who this is, but I keep getting somebody just blowing my phone up. So the point I'm trying to make is that this person got to the point where he was trying to trade his way to paying bills, and what happened is he was spending. He didn't take money in the bull run. The bull run ended, and the market started coming down, and he had to start taking money off the table. So he didn't take the greed. Kept him from taking probably hundreds of thousands out of the market because he was thinking to himself, man, what happens if it goes way up? What happens if it, what happens if I miss? If I miss it, it was like he was fearful of where things could go, which we all were, right? When Bitcoin hit 68,000, a lot of people were screaming 100,000. Some of these assets that were up, like a link that got up to $60-some, people were thinking, oh my God, $100 or, 500, we just had so much opium that we didn't, people weren't paying attention and didn't understand that, they had to take profit. And look, I'm not saying that I took as much profit as I could have, because I didn't, right? But I did take some, but I didn't take as much as I could. The point I'm trying to make is that this person left it all on the table, and then what happened is he lost his job as things were going down, and then he had to start taking money off the table, and then he got to the point where he had to almost liquidate everything he had because he lost his job, and it got to the point where it was causing him marital issues. And I can tell you right now, this guy, he still has some things in crypto, but very, very little. And even if he got back to where he was at in 2021, it wouldn't even be the same. It wouldn't even be the same. And so that's his story. And then G is a guy that I met in trading. And this guy, there's actually a couple of these people that don't even talk to me anymore. Because I don't think they're angry at me. They're angry because I think they don't want me to say I told you so, and I would never do that. But I think it's the embarrassment. G and A are two guys that traded themselves into losing so much that the conversation that I had with these guys who I still have a lot of respect and love for, and you're talking about grown men guys who were on the phone crying. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care how big and bad you are, how tough you are. I'm 6'8", but it brought tears to my eyes. Because I care about just like I care about each and every one of you guys that are here, and to see someone cry, and this person said, James, I messed up so bad, man, because G and D are pretty much all the way out of the market. I'm talking about where they got nothing left, nothing. I would bet A is too, knowing that the way he was doing things was much like an addict on drugs, the way he was trading. And N is still in the game as far as I know. I still have communication with N. I don't have communication very much with A.N.G. Not because of my, not because I choose that. It's because they choose that. But G was one of those people that talked big, made big moves in trading. And there's times that he did very, very well. I remember there was one coin he was really bullish on. I'm trying to think what it was. And I'm gonna be honest with you. He told me to get in early. I got in fairly early, but not when he got in. He got in it was Phantom. That's what it was, Phantom. And this person, this is early on when I first got into crypto. This person got in. I want to say they got into Phantom in. I'm gonna probably say, because this is way early. This is way early. So I'm talking 1 cent, maybe 1 cent, and they were telling me to buy it because this is back probably around 19, maybe somewhere in there. They got in right around 1 cent. No. They got in at 0 something. That's right. They got in at 0, and they were telling me to get in. I didn't get in to Phantom until like 3 cents or something like that. Right? That's when when I first decided to listen to this person. They were at 0 something, and they were part of this explosion here. When it got up to, and this is a true story, I can't make this up. They were part of the explosion when they got up to like $3 and something cents. And this person was talking about Lambos and all the stuff they were going to do. But again, they were so hyped up that this person never took money off the table. And the next conversation I had with that person is after the retracement. And that was a tough phone call, because that person not only called me asking to borrow money, but when I didn't do it, wanted to call me selfish and everything else under the sun, knowing that I had pretty good success in crypto. And I'm like, we're boys, this and that. And I'm like, it's just so hard, guys. And this is the position that you don't want to be in. And a lot of you guys, the reason I'm telling you guys this is not so, oh man, 6.8Jay yourself. No, you guys know me to be very, very giving. But you guys got to understand, the decisions that you make with your money are the decisions that you make. And what you should be doing is, when you're out there looking or going to YouTube, or you're trying to look at influencers, don't go out. I'm gonna tell you, when I would go out and I would listen to influencers and YouTube before I even got into crypto. And this is JC. What's up, JC? JC late stream. What's up, my brother? And JC knows this. I'm so glad JC is on here. But me and JC, a lot of the coins that people would call out, me and JC were already in. And there's some coins that I turned JC on, and JC turned me on, because we were very big students of the game. Me and JC both started in trading, but we kept each other accountable in trading, and we also kept each other accountable in doing our research. Ain't that right, JC? JC probably knows some of these guys that I'm talking about, because we met during the same time. But these guys, I know for a fact they're not watching my channel. I know that for a fact. And doing that process, we had to learn. We had to learn the hard way, some of the things, the trials and tribulations. But the one thing I can always tell you guys is that me and JC would always have those conversations about not over-leveraging yourself, not putting too much in. JC was there during some very difficult times that I had, like when I didn't take money off the table. And JC was one of the very first people I called when I first saw, that first $1 million position. And I was like, I called JC, and you know what JC told me? JC said, man, I'm so proud of you. That's all he said. He said, James, I'm so proud of you. And I thank him for that, and I love him for that. That's my brother. And I told him that one day we would have a show, and we would be on that show together. And I told him also, I said, man, I don't care what you do in crypto, JC. If I make it, you make it. Better believe that. And that's a promise I'm always going to keep with JC as well. Because he was there. He was there when I was just starting out, when I went through a lot of the ups and downs and trying to figure out this plan. But JC also saw me evolve into this this industry, and he watched me. And he was the only thing JC ever did was give me kudos and support, and that's what I love about that brother, man. You did your homework, yeah, you're right, but he was always supportive, like a brother should be. JC was not a hater; he was a congratulator. Every time I turned, he was like my biggest fan, and I appreciate that about him. And a major, one of the nicest guys and most genuine guys I've met since I've been in crypto is JC. And so I always try to let people know what he means to me, but know that in my journey and anything that I accomplish in this business, I'm definitely gonna make sure that brother's good to go. So, and it's not because I owe him anything. It's an old saying, guys. You never know what kindness means to someone. You never know what a kind word or a kind gesture or support does to someone. And here's another thing I'll tell you: you never know when you meet the right person. This industry is full of so many shiesty people. I have to use Gary Gensler's word: shysters, hucksters, fraudsters, tricksters, and people that are just trying to win themselves. And it's why a lot of people get mad at certain guys who've made it real big, certain guys who are billionaires, some guys who are, sitting in Dubai right now, certain guys, because of some of the things that those guys did, and I won't get into all those things. But there's a lot of guys who shield themselves to the top. They shield regardless of who it hurt, how many people got wrecked, how many rug pulls happened. And I know some of these guys are, and I don't talk bad about them, because, hey, to each his own. I'm not here to prosecute or ridicule, because I'm just not built that way. I'm just not that kind. I'm not a hater. I'm not that either. And so, but JC knows what I'm talking about. We used to have sideline chats about some of these characters and who they are and what they stand for. And it was one of the reasons that me and JC would have these heart-to-hearts about, because I would always give JC information, and there was never a dollar tag to it. And JC said, you know, he would be like, Jay, man, like you always call these gyms, you always do this, you always find the right things, you always, you know, you get better, you know, why don't you start your own channel? And I remember telling JC, nah, man, I don't need that. I don't need any kind of limelight. I don't need any kind of credit. I spent most of my life on some of the biggest stages around the world. I've done that. I raised my kids. I just want to stay low key. And JC would, every now and then he would tell me, Jay, man, you should have a channel. You should have a channel. And I said, man, if I ever do, which I'm not going to do it. But if I did, I'll make sure I always give you credit and make sure no matter where I go, you go with me. And I'm planning on keeping that promise to JC. So guys, those are the stories that I want to share with you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not, I think I played a little music earlier from Mike's daughter, but it just, my heart's heavy right now. I'm not going to lie. My heart's heavy because I continuously get these calls from people. And it's just funny that I was sitting there thinking of people's names and I said, dang. And dang is the old slang that we used to use back in the day when something was wrong. It's like, oh, dang it, dang. That's jacked up, dang, you know. So it's funny that when I thought about these people's names, I was like, wow, that actually equals dang, or that spells dang. And so that's what I did it. And again, this is not any to down talk anyone or to put anyone's business out there. You don't know who they are, but I just hope it provides some type of lesson to, and I'll say this as we end, guys, and I can't say this enough. Please, please, please have a plan. And I mean, have a plan that is not altered by, you know, like if you have a plan, and I mean a plan to the extent of, you know, what you're invested in, what you're hodling, your short-term, medium-term, and long-term holds, and then when you're going to take profit. You have to have a strategic plan and follow that plan. Don't let anything waver you from that plan. So if your plan is, I'm going to just use an example. Let's say I'll use XRP. I'll just use XRP. If your plan is I'm going to cash out when XRP hits $5 so much, then damn, stick to your plan. If your plan is I'm going to cash out more when it hits $10, stick to your plan. If your plan is I'm going to cash out more when it hits, you know, $20, stick to your plan, because what happens is all of a sudden that number will start happening and you'll start getting towards that number, and then you get greedy. And you'll say, you know what? My first plan was $5, but I'll wait till 8. And all of a sudden you look up and the damn thing retraced to $1.50. And now you're waiting a whole nother however long before you get there again. So if you got a plan, stick to that plan no matter what the market does, no matter how much bullish news you hear, no matter if they say the SEC is going out of business and Gary Gensler is going to jail, it doesn't matter. Stick to your damn plan. The second thing is don't listen to anything I say. Anything that I'm only here, well, here's what I'll tell you guys. I'm here out of love. I'm here out of love for people. If you go to any of my social media platforms, you'll see I've been serving people my whole life. I love people. I've been dealing with that since I was a young kid. My mom taught me that when I used to work with her summer school, taking care of the mentally handicapped and mentally challenged. And I'm not trying to make myself some martyr, guys. I just love people, man. I was raised up in church. I just love people. And raised up in church don't mean anything either. I'm just saying, it's just the way I was raised. I don't know how to put it, but I'm a people person. I love helping people. And I just want what's best for my family. And I'm always going to keep 100. Even if it makes myself look stupid, that's okay. And I think by now, if you guys know me, for those of you guys who watch the show, you know sometimes I might stutter. Sometimes I might get stuck on a word. Sometimes I might talk a little Ebonics. Sometimes I might say something that might make myself look stupid. But at the end of the day, I know how to cash checks, and I've been winning my whole life. I come from nothing, and I fight for everything. Why? The reason why is because I know what my why is. My why is my wife and kids. My why is bigger than myself. They always say if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Well, my why is the only thing that can make me sob like a baby. For that reason, I will continue to fight for it. Just take this for what it is, guys. This is not telling anyone's business, but I just want you guys to learn from those mistakes. So again, number one is strategic plan. Number two is do your research. Don't get caught up in what I say or some other guys say. Or you keep going to these channels and I got a hidden gem. Look, dude, do what's best for you, and just know that you don't got to be in everything. You don't have to be a part of everything. Okay, I still to this day have not bought any CAS. I don't have no Ordi. I don't have no this. I don't have no Lunk. I don't have no, and even some of the coins that I did have, I sold because I'm focused on winning, not shiny things, not just to be in something because I want to be in it because everybody's talking about it. I'm in this to win this. This is for my families. This is to give my babies opportunities that my parents never presented me. This is to break that genealogy curse. This is to be my own Rockefeller of my own story. That's what this is about. So please do your own research. Please stick to your plan. And please, please control those emotions, because your emotions will lead to greed. It will lead to this. It will lead to that. Control your emotions, guys. I'm telling you, it will make you lose so much money. Control your emotions. And you know the best way to control your emotions is follow your plan. If you follow your plan, it's emotionless. If you got numbers that you said, I'm going to exit out of the damn numbers, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to be an opportunity for you to get back in at a better price, because guess what? That's what crypto does. Higher highs, higher lows. There's always going to be bear markets. There's always going to be bull markets, guys. Have a plan. Stick to it. Number 4, take profit. Your family deserves it. Take profit. Some of these initials here, guys, they didn't take profit. They experienced the 2021 bull run, and they didn't take profit. And then when they decided to take profit by not sticking to the plan was after the market crashed. They lost a job. They had to take profit. And some of these people that are up here with these initials lost everything. And it breaks my heart, and I mean breaks my heart and hurts my soul to have these people say, man, I messed up. Jay, I messed up. Jay, I'm not even in the game no more. I'm not even going to see this bull market no more. I lost everything. I lost everything. And I'm telling you, it hurts my heart. And I'm still gonna help those people out. At least those who are talking to me, because man, look, man, I would hate to be in that position. And you know, everyone has to do what's best for them. I'm not saying I'm gonna go out there and save the world, but some of these people I'm gonna help, because, you know, it's just the right thing to do. And even though I have nothing to do with their success or failures, you know, if you got plenty, why not? You know, I'm just a giver, and I'm going to definitely try to help out as many people as I can. And then the last thing, guys, is don't fall in love with anything in this space. The only thing you should be loved and focus on is your family. And if you follow those 5 things, guys: strategic plan, do your research, DYOR, control your emotions, learn how to take profits, and don't fall in love with anything. Don't fall in love with anything, guys. This is all about being able to maneuver and reorganize your portfolio and all those things. And just enjoy the ride. This is a special moment. And so many times we get on the internet and we get hyped up and we get caught up in everything, and bull market, bear market, bull market, what's going on? EFTs and everything else. And there's people out there making bad decisions, who are suffering, who are in pain, who marriages are in trouble, who lost their homes, who lost their jobs, who are, you know, and I'm not trying to make this a sad thing. It's an awareness thing. It's an awareness thing. So with all those hopes and dreams and those desires of success and wealth, if you do not follow or implement not my system, a system, you might be like some of these people here, where you never get it. You never get there. And if you do get there, greed might keep you from embracing and taking what you need to take off the table. So guys, with that being said, I appreciate you guys. We're over an hour already. Let me just say what's up to some of my family here. CCAS says, Jay, I try to be you when my time comes. You're a great role model. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. You know, just CCAS, here's what I'll tell you, man. Let your heart lead you, brother. And you know, great things will happen. Everything I do is I'm all heart, man. And I just want to see people win. You know, I told you guys before, I don't make anything for doing this. This is all from the heart. You know, I'm not focused on trying to grow my channel. It'll happen organically. I just want the right people. I want people like you guys here. And if we keep adding one by one, a couple here and there, that's great with me. But it's about guiding people and being here for people so I can help people minimize their mistakes and maximize their gains. JC says, soon this market dumps, increase your position. That's right, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, CCAS. Anthony Wayne says, emotional bags are packed. Mike Owens says, true. Thank you, my brother Mike Owens, my brother. I think we're going to be having some lunch or something this week. Ain't that right, Mike? About to go hang out, chill with my brother. Marvin Day says, yeah, I actually broke down when I realized this opportunity was so, when you realize what you were. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is, I tell you guys when and I got no problem saying it, Bullish Big D. Thanks for saying facts, brother, my man. I remember when XRP won the lawsuit, the July 13th lawsuit. My wife hugged me. She was crying. I got emotional, and it wasn't because of price. This is the day of the announcement, so the price hadn't even spiked yet, and it's because, to me, it's bigger than the money that I see. Is understanding that it's like validation when you're making the right decisions. That moment for me was validation. Validation that I backed the right company, I invested in the right company. And this is why I tell you guys, I'm not here to down talk some meme coin. I'm just telling you guys that I've seen a lot of rug pulls. I've seen a lot of companies that swear in projects, they swear they were for the people, for the community, they want to do this and that. And I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't be shocked if I've had at least 50 coins rug pull on me or gone or whatever you want to call it. And there's going to be a whole lot more, because like a lot of you guys, when I got in this, I was jumping in all these different projects, and I did it in my 70-20-10. I minimized my risk, but some of my 10% still were in the thousands of dollars, and they're not here today. So I'm just telling you guys, be careful, guys. Be careful, and pick your projects wisely. Make sure they got use cases and utility, and they solve a problem. Because here's the thing, the bigger the problem it solves and the more that people need it, the greater opportunity you have to win. Ain't that right, Bullish Big D? He knows what I'm talking about. Marvin Davis says, yeah, I actually broke down. Yeah, that's right, my brother. JC's in the house. See what he say? JC says, we need people like James to keep us safe. Yeah, alive. That's right, brother. JC, I got your back, man. And I hope that I'm able to help each and every one of you guys in some way. Fishing with Camo Joe, what's up, my brother? CK said, that's why I love the channel. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you, my brother. Plans are 8 years away from now. That's right. And you should have about a 3 to 5 year plan, at least minimum 3 to 5 year plan in this space. I think in 3 to 5 years, oh my God. From where I got into here, I got to end this, guys, because we're going a little long, but I'm gonna tell you right now, from when I got in this thing in 2017 and I watched it, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and now we're even in 23. This is the right time. Everybody, I wish upon a star, tell you. Everybody wish upon a star they got in early. No, you don't. This is the best time to get in, or at least it was the best time. Now it's starting to go up, but this is the best time, in my opinion, to get into crypto. So anybody looking at it right now, this is the best time, because anytime you see governments embracing it, corporations embracing all this fear and FUD and uncertainty and a doubt, this is it, guys. Best opportunity of a lifetime, in my opinion, not financial advice. CK says 1,000% JC. JC's in the house. Jose, I don't got time to read all the comments, guys, but I just want to let you guys know I appreciate you. I love you guys. Bullish Big D, Anthony Wanner, Marvin Davis, Jose Velasquez, my man JC, my brother, Mike Owens. Who else is in here? CKaz, Shane Sullivan, Bullish Big D. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. I love you in a big way. Let me make sure I got everybody here. Karma Carmichael, my brother. Andrew T's in the house. Make sure I don't miss anybody. My beautiful queen Jeanette, thank you for your support. My best friend, my wife, my queen. Beekeeper 69. Anybody else with me? I got CKaz, I got Bullish Big D, I got Karma Carmichael, I got Beekeeper. I got to see CK. I think I got everybody. Big Watch Dude. Did I get everybody? Miss anybody? Will K, thank you for being here, Will K. I think I saw some other people that came in here too. And I'm sure I said your name already if I saw you. Janelle, thank you so much. Janelle's World's in the house. Thank you so much, Janelle. Appreciate you, sis. Bullish Kenny G's here. Crypto OG is in the house. My brother. My brother. Always on the way. You know what, guys? I'm going to do this. Because my heart was heavy, but you know what? I'm going to leave you guys with this as we go out. This is for you. This is the love I got for you guys. Crypto Tell, let me know how I feel. Woo!
Bullish shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags, I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already.
All right, guys, we're over an hour. It's your boy James, a.k.a. Six8Jay. We'll see you guys, my yon. Until next time. Peace.